Last game of the preseason. Alright. See how the boys do.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Cards and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go?
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season. But injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Zeke going to get it on the option. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray,
Good
a
start.
9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona. Taking it about the 36. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Murray now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. Being chased outlet, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cards have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On play action, Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
3rd and 3. Cousins. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action, he wants to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals, and now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, based on what we've seen. I think you can even call this an off day anymore.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. On the return, Dortch. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Inside give to Elliott. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, Make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1. Play action now. Cousins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. At the Cardinals' 30-yard line. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Now 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
1st down, Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their 1st half lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Prater for the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They go play action. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Day able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Dortch on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it on cruise control. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski. He dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Cousins now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They need 2. Here's third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. To throw, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Cousins. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, second and goal. On the toss, Madison. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Cousins on first down. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins again. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Murray now on 1st down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings.
Toss left to Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Jones able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier. And now nothing but green ahead of him. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But
A first down throw for Cousins. Open man is Osborne. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Complete to Addison on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Vikings get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Murray. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Down inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Elliott will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to...
Here's McCoy. And this will be swung out here for counter. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but
so on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Open is Powell. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Back to throw again. Jackson's got it over the middle.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McCoy. Over the middle to Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. McCoy. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. McCoy.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. McCoy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Not the best way to finish out the preseason. The player stats here. Justin Jefferson, great day. Marquise Brown, very good day. Scoring summary, there was a lot of it. All right. Two new injuries. That's not great. Alright, let's go to next week. Gotta cut 21 players. All right.
Easily see how many players you need to cut this week. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
36-year-old tight end. Just good now. Let's move Ted Chandler to the... Oh, we'll move on. Wide receivers. you to the practice squad. Yeah, why do we have... Go to the practice squad. Alright, that's it. So. And we don't have much line depth, so we gotta keep them all. Left end. TJ Smith there. Alright. Yeah, why do we have so many middle linebackers? Get these two. Corners. Alright. We're down to 12. Yeah, why, what? Why would we need two kickers? Alright. Okay, some guys are just gonna have to cut. Nine more. I'm just gonna have to 8 more. We don't have enough depth in the offensive line to do anything there. Left end. Right end. Alright, so we have 6 more. Right. Yeah, probably cut him. Okay, 5 more. Go to move you to the practice squad. Alright, final four. What are they recommending? Alright, so we're down to 3 more. Nice. Let's get rid of a right end. 2 more. Why do you... Rid of Theo Jackson. Alright. Alright. That's gonna be it. See you next time.